Morning students. So we are learning polynomials chapter. So in this part 3, relation between zeros and coefficients of a polynomial. In the previous class we have learned up to some extent. So today we are going to learn in detail. Okay, the statement what we have learned. Alpha comma beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial p of x is equals to ax square plus bx plus c, where a does not belongs to 0. Then x minus alpha and x minus beta are factors of p of x. So here what is the statement is saying as, when do we have alpha and beta are the zeros of a quadratic polynomial x square plus bx plus c, there x minus alpha and x minus beta are factors of given polynomial. So x minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of this polynomial. If you multiply x minus alpha and x minus beta, we will get this polynomial. So according to factor theorem, okay. So we have a relation between zeros. Between the zeros mean by alpha and beta and coefficients of a polynomial, that is a, b, c. We have one relation among the sum of zeros and product of the zeros is between the coefficients of a polynomial a, b, c. See, sum of its zeros is equals to alpha plus beta, that is equals to minus b by a. So what is b here? B is the coefficient of x. So here we can write it as minus coefficient of, so coefficient of x by a. What is a here? Coefficient of x square. Okay, so a is the coefficient of x square. So you can remember easily if you write like this. Okay, next product of its zeros, alpha into beta. So product mean by multiplication of the zeros, alpha into beta is equals to c by a. So what is c here? So constant, because it has no variable. So we can write here constant term by what is a here? Again coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x square. Okay. So in this one we have one more subtopic, that is if alpha comma beta, what are the alpha comma beta? Zeros. If alpha comma betas are given, so we have to form a quadratic polynomial. Okay. If alpha and beta are given, we have to form a quadratic polynomial. So how it will be? It will be in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Okay. So again you can write it as r x square minus sum of zeros into x plus product of zeros. Okay. If alpha comma beta are given, then the quadratic polynomial will be, if alpha comma beta are given, then the quadratic polynomial will be in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta, or otherwise we can write x square minus sum of its zeros into x plus product of its zeros. Okay. So to better understanding of this form, we can solve two problems. We can understand easily. For suppose, if example problem, first one, if alpha is equals to 2, beta is equals to 1, then form a quadratic polynomial. If alpha alpha is given, beta is given. They're asking us to write in a quadratic polynomial form. Okay, so this is the question. Next, solution. Given zeros are. So what he has given? Zeros he has given. So I am writing given zeros. So given zeros are alpha is equals to 2, beta is equals to 1. So based on these two zeros, we have to form a quadratic polynomial. So generally, quadratic polynomial will be in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. Okay, so just write x square and substitute the given values. What is alpha here? Alpha is 2 plus what is the beta value? Beta is 1 into x. Okay, plus alpha is what again? 2. So product mean by into what is the p value? Beta value 1. Okay, so p of x is equals to, so polynomial which is involving the variable x. P of x mean by the polynomial which is involving the variable x. So here x square minus 2 plus 1. So 2 plus 1 is how much? 3. So 3 into x plus 2 into 1. 2 ones are 2. So this is the polynomial. Okay, if alpha and beta both the zeros are given, we have to form a quadratic polynomial. So that will be in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. So sometimes they ask you question in different way. So that is example 2. Okay, if sum of zeros, if sum of zeros is 2, if sum of zeros is 2 and product of zeros is 1, then form a quadratic polynomial. Okay, so they may ask you the question in a different way. That example 2, if sum of zeros is 2 and product is 1, then form a quadratic polynomial. So this is the second type of example. So for this type of questions we can solve like this. Solution. So write sum of zeros. What they have given? So first write given sum of zeros. So what is the sum of zeros? Sum of zeros alpha plus beta. So sum of zeros is nothing but what are the zeros? Alpha and beta. Sum in by plus. So sum of zeros is equals to alpha plus beta. What has given the question? 2. In the same way, product of zeros. So what is the product of zeros? Formula alpha into beta, that is equals to what has given the question? 1. So write 1. Now you write generally the same quadratic polynomial. Okay, so quadratic polynomial will be in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta. So this is a polynomial p of x. So p of x is equals to x square minus, see here he has given the value directly. Sum of zeros he has given, not individually alpha and beta. So take care of this here. So sum of zeros he has given, that's 2. Directly write 2 into x plus alpha into beta. So alpha into beta is nothing but product of zeros only. So that's what he has given, that as 1. So write 1. So directly p of x is equals to x square minus 2x plus 1. See, if you observe here, both are different answers. Okay, so this is the question about when the zeros are given individually. So this is a question about sum of zeros and product of zeros combinedly given. Okay, in both the cases solution will be different. Okay, next, so coming to the next topic, relation between zeros and coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Till now we have discussed the relation between the zeros and quadratic polynomial. So okay, next we are going to learn about cubic polynomial. Suppose if alpha, beta and gamma, this is not R, okay, so this is the gamma, so these three are Greek letters, okay, alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of a cubic polynomial zeros of a cubic polynomial. P of x is equals to a x cube plus b x square plus c x plus d. Okay, where a does not is equals to 0. Okay, then x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma are factors of P of x. Okay, so this is a statement. If alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of a cubic polynomial, P of x is equals to ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a does not is equal to 0, then x minus alpha, x minus beta and x minus gamma are factors of P of x. So in the same way, quadratic polynomial, this statement also belongs to factors theorem. Okay, so next here we have discussed sum of its zeros. Same like previous case, sum of its zeros. So there we have two zeros. Okay, because in the quadratic polynomial, so quadratic polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. What is the degree here? Degree is 2. So that's why this quadratic polynomial will have at most maximum 2 zeros. Okay, if the degree is 2, the maximum number of zeros are also 2. Those are alpha and beta. In the same way, the quadratic cubic polynomial has a degree 3. Okay, cubic polynomial is having a degree as 3. So maximum, at most, it will have the zeros are 3. Those are alpha, beta, gamma. Suppose linear polynomial, if it has only degree as 1, it has only 1 zero, alpha only. Okay, if for biquadratic polynomial, it is having the degree as 4. Then it will have maximum how many solutions? How many zeros? 4 zeros, alpha, beta, gamma and delta. Okay, the same way for cubic polynomial we have at most 3 zeros. So sum of its zeros. So sum in by alpha plus beta plus gamma. So alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. So here what is the b? So b is the coefficient of x square. Coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Okay, so sum of its zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. So minus b by a mean by minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Next, product of its zeros. Product of its zeros. That is equals to alpha into beta into gamma. So that is equals to minus d by a. Minus d by a. So then what is the d here? So d is the constant that has no variable. So minus constant divided by coefficient of, so what is the A? Coefficient of x cube. In the same way, coefficient of x cube we write down here. Next, not only these two, we have one more relation. So that is a combination of both sum of product of its zeros. So sum of product of mean by how it will be in the form of alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. So this is a sum of product of its zeros. So it will be like this, C by A. So what is the C? Coefficient of x. It will be positive only, not negative. So C by A. Coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x cube. So this is the relation. So once again, listen students, sum of its zeros, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a, that is equals to minus coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Next, product of its zeros, alpha into beta into gamma is equals to minus b by a, that is equals to d means constant because that has no variable, minus constant by coefficient of x cube. Next, coming to third relation, sum of product of its zeros, that is equals to alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equals to c by a. So c is nothing but coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. Here c is a positive term. Okay, c is a positive term. So when alpha, beta, gamma. Next, one more concept. If sometimes they may ask you, they will give 3 zeros and they will ask us to write the cubic polynomial. Okay, if alpha, beta, gamma are given, then the cubic polynomial will be in the form of x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square. Okay, x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha into x minus alpha into beta into gamma. Okay, otherwise we can write in this manner. So x cube minus sum of zeros into x square plus sum of product of zeros into x minus product of zeros. Okay, so this is the one more relation for when alpha, beta, gamma individual zeros are given, when they ask us to write a cubic polynomial form. So this is the form x cube minus alpha plus beta plus gamma into x square plus alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha into x minus alpha beta gamma. Next, so we will discuss one problem based on this relation. You can understand more in detail. Okay. So here I am taking one question. verify that 1 minus 1 and plus 3 are the zeros of the polynomial P of x is equals to x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 and verify the relation between zeros and coefficients. So this is the question. Here is asking us to verify whether the given three zeros are the zeros of this given polynomial and verify the relation between the zeros and coefficients. Okay. So let me check first. These three given digits are the zeros of the given polynomial or not. Okay. So solution. So write given polynomial. So what is the given polynomial? P of x is equals to x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. And what are the zeros? 1, minus 1 and plus 3. So first substitute each and every number. If you get whole polynomial value as 0, then only we can say given three digits are zeros of the polynomial. So first let me substitute. We put x is equals to 1. If I put x value as 1, so what we will get? Let me see. P of 1 is equals to 1 cube minus 3 into 1 square minus 1 plus 3. So 1 cube mean by 1 minus 3 into 1 square 1 minus 1 plus 3. So 1 minus 3 into 1 3 minus 1 plus 3. Minus 3 plus 3 will be cancelled. Plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled. So what is the value of P of 1? So P of 1 is equals to 0. In the same way, if we put x is equals to minus 1, what it will be? P of minus 1 is equals to minus 1 whole cube minus 3 into minus 1 whole square minus x value is what again? Minus 1 plus 3. Just I am substituting the x value as minus 1 only. I am not changing any sign here. Okay. So minus 1 whole cube mean by minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus, plus into minus, minus. So if you multiply 1 any number of times, you will get 1 only. Okay. So minus 3 into minus 1 whole square. Minus 1 whole square mean by minus 1 into minus 1. Minus into minus plus 1 into 1, 1. Okay. Next, minus into minus plus 1 plus 3. Okay. So minus 1 minus into plus minus 3 into 1 3. So plus 1 plus 3. Again you can observe minus 1 plus 1 will be cancelled. Minus 3 plus 3 will be cancelled. So P of minus 1 is also equals to 0. Next, if we put x is equals to plus 3, in the place of x we have to substitute 3. So P of 3 is equals to 3 cube minus 3 into 3 square minus 3 plus 3. So 3 cube mean by 3 into 3 into 3, that is 27. Next, minus 3 into 3 square. So 3 square mean by 9. So minus 3 plus 3 will be cancelled. So 27. 3 nines are 27. So 27 minus 27 both will be cancelled again. So P of 3 is equals to 0. So what we can conclude finally, see, when I substitute the 1, minus 1 and 3, I got all polynomial values will be equals to 0. then I can conclude that 1 minus 1 and plus 3 are zeros of a given polynomial. So after this verification, what is asking us, and also is asking us to find a relation between the zeros and the coefficients of a polynomial. So first of all, I have to choose the method. Is it a quadratic or cubic? So cubic. So cubic mean by how many zeros will be? 3 zeros. So first sum of zeros. So sum of zeros mean by alpha plus beta plus gamma. Here I am choosing 3 zeros. Why? Because it is a cubic polynomial. So sum of zeros is equals to, what is the formula? Minus b by a, isn't it? So what is the alpha value? 1 plus beta value minus 1 plus gamma value 3. Next, right hand side, this is the coefficients of a polynomial, this is the product sum of zeros. Okay, so what is the b value from the question? B value, just compare it. A is equals to 1, b is equals to minus 3, c is equals to minus 1, d is equals to 3. So after comparing, I will get the values. A value as 1, b value as minus 3, c value as minus 1, d value as 3. Then substitute here. So minus b by a. So minus, what is the b value? B value is minus 3 and a value is what? 1. Okay. So here 1 plus into minus, minus 1 plus 3, that is equals to minus into minus plus 3 by 1. If you see, plus 1 minus 1 will be cancelled. So here you will be left with 3 is equals to 3 by 1 mean by 3. Okay. See, if you solve by sum of zeros, you will get 3 only. Relate coefficients of a polynomial also you will get 3 only. So here the relation is verified. In the same way, product of zeros. So what is the product of zeros? Alpha into beta into gamma is equals to minus b by a. So what is the alpha value? 1 into beta value minus 1 into gamma value 3 is equals to right hand side minus, what is the d value then? 3, a value 1. So plus into minus, minus, minus into plus, minus, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 3, 3. Okay, so is equals to minus 3 by 1 by minus 3 only. See, if you check on both the sides, you got minus 3 and minus 3 only. So here also the relation is verified. Okay, what we are doing here, we are comparing the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros with the coefficients of a polynomial. Okay, here we are comparing the product of zeros and sum of zeros with the coefficients of a polynomial. So in both the cases it has been verified. Okay, next, third one, sum of product of its zeros. So what is the relation? Alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equals to c by a. So what is the c there? C value is minus 1, a value is what? 1. Next, alpha. Alpha into beta. What is the alpha value? First one is, this is the alpha, beta and gamma. So alpha value is 1 into beta value minus 1 plus beta value minus 1 into gamma value 3 plus gamma value is 3, alpha value is 1. So 1 into 1, 1 plus into minus, minus. Next, plus into minus, minus, 1 into 3, 3. Okay, plus 3 into 1, 3 is equals to minus 1 by 1, minus 1. See, minus 3 plus 3 will be cancelled. So I left with here minus 1 is equals to minus 1. See, if you observe the sum of zeros, product of zeros and sum of product of its zeros, in these three cases, both the relations were verified. Okay, so left hand side is what? sum of zeros, product of zeros, sum of product of its zeros, comparing with the coefficients of a polynomial. So in both the cases it has been verified. So finally you will write hence verified. So I hope you understood all these topics. So prepare well. If you have any doubts, just ask me. Okay, thank you.